Oh, daddy. Oh, daddy. Oh, daddy. Oh, daddy.
Hi, everybody. It's Lynn, and welcome to another episode of Just a Bite of Pronunciation, o en español, solo un bocado de pronunciación. Si necesitas una traducción, haz un clic en los subtítulos que se encuentran debajo. Today we're going to work on the sound D in English. Now, the first thing that we have to know is the position of the tongue for the D sound in English. And in English, the D is produced by tapping our tongue on the alveolar ridge, which is just behind the teeth. One of the mistakes that some people make in producing the E is by not tapping the tongue behind the teeth, and they move their tongue against the teeth, and it sounds like the. But in English, the sound is duh, just like in that song, Daddy, right? Daddy. We tap our alveolar ridge to produce the sound, duh. So in all positions, at the beginning and the middle and the end, it's duh. So we tap, we don't slide, we tap our tongue. Here in Texas, we have Dallas. And if you go to Colorado, Denver. And there's an East Coast state, Delaware. Are you tapping at alveolar ridge? Dallas, Denver, Delaware. All right, now let's practice a couple of sentences. The door in the dining room has a deadbolt. The door in the dining room has a deadbolt. All right, our second sentence with the sounds at the beginning. The deadline for the Denver paper is today. The deadline for the Denver paper is today. Now let's take a look and pronounce some medial sounds that come in the middle. So some of these words we've used before, and they have the D at the beginning and also in the middle, just like in daddy. Deadline. Matter. I'm really angry, but I will be madder. Middle. In another lesson, we'll work on past tense sounds because that's a problem, but we frequently get that D sound. Needed. Studied. Divided. Now let's do a couple of sentences again to practice. We need a divided binder for the building plans. We need a divided binder for the building plans. Daddy got madder as Judy's daughter screamed louder. Daddy got madder as Judy's daughter screamed louder. Now we're going to practice the D sound at the end. This is the place where the D sound can cause the most problems for some speakers. So it's important that we remember to tap da when we finish the sound. Here we go. Good, bad, would, mood, card, planned, played, made, guide. Let's practice a couple of sentences again where we have that sound at the end of the words, where we have the D sound at the end of the words. We need good wood because the damage was bad. We need good wood because the damage was bad. David's in a good mood because his favorite band played. David's in a good mood because his favorite band played. All right, let's work on some problem words that are a little bit difficult for some people to pronounce, but we're going to take a look at them and practice them. And if you have questions about them, please write them down in the comments below. I'll try to give you some feedback on them. Okay, so here we go. We had it before: middle, middle, little, little, middle, little. We pronounce those exactly the same, at least for most people. We don't really, some people will try to tell you we say little, but in actual production of everyday speech, most Americans say little, a little girl. Along those lines with the T, total, total. What's the total amount? My son and my daughter, daughter, daughter. Notice, daughter. Most people don't pronounce it daughter. Only if they're trying to enunciate for singing or something like that do they actually pronounce that strong T sound. Daughter. Dirty, 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 dirty. Butter, butter. Water, water. Better, better. Now, here are some expressions that we use frequently, or we use a lot, and that is a lotta, a lotta, a lot of something, but we say a lotta, a lotta. Some people will also say a lot of, but we get that d, a lotta, a lotta, a lotta, a lot of, a lotta, a lot of. Okay, let's give a couple of examples now. This bottle has a little water. This bottle has a little water. This bottle has a lot of water. This bottle has a lot of water. I hope this episode of Just a Bite of Pronunciation has helped you at least a little bit with the pronunciation of the sound D in English. If you like this video, I hope you'll give it a like down below. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, please do that as well down below. And hit the bell twice if you want to get notifications of when I put out a new video. I thank y'all for stopping by. Stop by again for another episode of Un Bocado de Pronunciación. All right, nos vemos. We'll see you.
I had a boy, Daddy, what's his name? Since he